OdeeLoccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know OdeeLoc keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, let's get into this early morning video. I got to, run a couple errands this morning, so I wanted to do this one early. They announced, the Earl Spence Jr. versus Ugas fight, right? And we got the war going on, right? It got a lot of stuff that's just distracting people right now, right? A lot of stuff distracting people. But nobody is talking about Vada testing with the Earl Spence versus Ugas fight, right? It's a month, right? It's a little over a month away. I say a month and what, 14 days? No, a month and 11 days away. 41 days away, something like that. 41 days away. And we haven't heard nothing about neither one of them enrolling in Vada, right? We haven't heard about neither one of them getting tested for Vada. This is a fact, right? Because I just exposed Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios. They both got tested, Keith Thurman got tested late, right? Like Keith Thurman, he enrolled late, right? The Mario Barrios team was putting out stuff, trying to, we're trying to alert the public, but nobody was, nobody cared, right? So I want to, hey, shit, I'm just asking a question. I'm just basically asking a question. Where is the Vada testing? Right? And we know that he got this new strength and conditioning coach, Earl Spence Jr., right? We already know he got this new guy. So what is going on? Inquiring minds want to know. Right? And before, the Earl sexuals come here and be like, oh, bro, you just hating on Spence. Bro, they remove people who don't be in Vada, right? Yes, you could say that. Yes, they remove people that don't be in Vada. But Earl Spence Jr. is the champion at 147. He's a champion, so they're not going to remove him if he doesn't enroll in Vada. They're going to cover it up. That's why you don't hear nothing about Vada testing. Why? That's all I want to know. Right? Because when Earl Spence Jr. wanted to take on Manny Pacquiao, let's share the screen. They wanted Vada testing. And, and it was articles on it, and people made a big deal out of it. Right? And people made a big deal out of it. But this is what I put in: Spence versus Ugas Vada testing. And it keeps on bringing up Pacquiao. Pacquiao. It keeps bringing up Pacquiao. It doesn't say nothing about Earl Spence Jr. and Ugas. Why? Come on. Manny Pacquiao refuses drug testing versus Earl Spence. There will be Vada testing for Manny Pacquiao fight. Spence promises to KO Pacquiao into retirement. Come on. Look at this. Now look at this back in the days. Look. That was even late. Vada testing yet to start for Spence versus Porter. They even enrolled in that late. Right? So I just want to just make it make sense, man, because it's not making sense to me. See, but when it be about other fighters, when it got other fighters involved, right, you hear about Vada. You hear about all this stuff. See, I just keep the same energy with everybody. That's all it is. I just keep the same energy around the board. And I'm trying to figure out why there is no Vada testing. Shout out to IMO. It's always so. Yeah, yeah, bro. Man, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Right? Because I hear nobody is talking about this. The fight is 41 days away. It's 41 days away, and nobody is talking about Vada testing with Earl Spence Jr. and Ugas. And Earl Spence Jr. got a new strength and conditioning coach. Remember that. He has a new one. It's not Blu-ray, right? He has a new guy. Right? And what did he say in the press conference? Yeah, I feel stronger than ever. Yeah, yeah, shit. I mean, shit, you probably do. Right? You probably do. If you're juiced up, I'm pretty sure you feel stronger than ever. Yeah, bro. Like, man, shit, there's always something suspicious about this dude, man. See, when you pay attention to the patterns, bro, you can figure this shit out. You can be like, why is it always something suspicious around this guy? Like when he fought Kell Brook. He enrolled in Vada late on that fight. Now, according to this article right here, that's up in this thing right here, he enrolled in Nevada with Sean Porter late. This is crazy, bro. See, when you do your research on these boxers and you pay attention, it's like, I'm not trying to trash Spence or nothing like that, but I see a pattern going on. Spence haven't had a knockout in a while, you guys. Spence haven't had a knockout in what, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. So he needs a knockout. Spence needs a knockout. And they probably trying to juice him up so he can get one. This is all speculation. This is all alleged. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. But hey, something suspicious is going on. Then I want y'all to look at this. Look. WBC drops 5 fighters from the rankings failing to enroll. And I'm gonna look at who one of those fighters are. Right? We already know that they cleared up. They cleared up the Mario Barrios. Victor Conti, he cleared up Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman. Okay, but Mario Barrios, he was up in here. But I guess he didn't enroll yet, even though he enrolled late too. See? He enrolled late. Him and Keith Thurman, they enrolled late. They enrolled in Vada late at the last fucking minute. Both of them. Right? So they both could have been on the shit. Come on, man. But I want y'all to look. Cruiserweight, Chris Billiam Smith, ranked number 7. Welterweight, Conor Benn. Yeah, Conor Benn, he got kicked out of the WBC ranking system because he didn't enroll in Vada. And the bantamweight, Lee McGregor, and now out of the rankings until further notice. Junior welterweight Mario Barrios, number 10, and Mexican featherweight Mauricio Lara, number 4, completed the list. But we know that Mario Barrios, he got in late because, Victor Conti, he tweeted about that. He tweeted about that. But obviously, according to the WBC, Mario Barrios enrolled late. Right? He enrolled late, man, because they kicked him out of the ranking system. And then he enrolled, I guess. It's like, what the... Oh, no, oh my God, bro. Like, it's like, what the hell is going on, you guys? But the name I wanted everybody to really focus on was welterweight Conor Benn. Conor Benn is not in the WBC ranking system. He got kicked out because he didn't want to enroll in Vada. I mean, come on, y'all. Shit, it just seems like that they all juicing. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to me. They all juicing. But yeah, man, but it had a lot of energy. It had a lot of energy. Yeah, no, he need that juice to try to put on a show against. Exactly, bro. Like they need him to get a knockout, because if he gets a knockout against, Ugas, then that's gonna, fool the casual fans, right? It's gonna, it's all a fucking illusion, right? It's all an illusion, right? It's all an illusion. So they need him to get a knockout so they could try to raise up his stock, right, even further, so they could say, oh yeah, like he came off a car accident, he fought Danny Garcia, right? He came off an eye injury. He comes back and he stops the man who beat Manny Pacquiao. Come on, man. It's all about a storyline. It's all about a fucking storyline, right? But at the same time, they not telling the casual boxing fan that this guy ain't even enrolled in Vada. Right? Because they not saying nothing about it. And then when you look it up, it's everything about Pacquiao. Spence promised Pacquiao. What Pacquiao? Look what I put. I put Spence versus Ugas, Vada testing. Spence versus Ugas, Vada testing. But everything that comes up is about Pacquiao. Why? But everything that comes up is about Pacquiao. It has nothing to do with him and Ugas Ugas. Nowhere here. This is the front page, and you know that everything hits the front page. But look at right here. It says Vada testing yet to start for Spence versus Porter. Let's see what this say. Yeah, now this was back in the thing, man. It says we can take it now or 8 weeks out. Don't matter. Earl Spence Jr. IBF champion. In a short blurb, Spence acknowledged that there will be testing and that this testing has yet to begin. This begs the question: when will the testing initiate? Come on, initiate. And appealing to welterweight unification, Porter is putting up his WBC title. Spence, on the other hand, is throwing in his IBF strap in the pot. As a part of their stipulation, any challenger for the WBC title must adhere to Vada testing. This is why the fact that there is a strict drug testing and stupendous surprise, the realization that Spence comes off as a fuzzy ass to when it will initiate though. Come on, like he said it will be drug testing, but they got in drug testing late. Right, because he was already in drug testing. Right, because he was a WBC champion. Sean Porter, he was already there because he was a WBC champion. Remember that. They was already on him. This guy right here, he had the IBF strap. So he didn't have to enroll in Vada. Remember, you guys, this guy right here, he enrolled in Vada late. Very late in his career. The first time he enrolled in Vada, I think, was against Kell Brook. I'm telling y'all. And he did it late. That was his first fight enrolled in Vada. Why is that? Spence go down to Canelo's camp and get some of that good stuff aboard to watch how he performs. Yeah, exactly. Man, look at it. Man, and I can't understand, how do these guys get away with eating the meat? Right? Eating the beef. They literally get away with eating the beef and nobody says nothing. Then everybody, praises Canelo. What? How the fuck could you praise Canelo? This guy is going down to Mexico eating Superman beef. Eating beef that gives him more stamina than other fighters. This is what this man is doing, but it be having these channels that be praising Canelo. Oh, man, the Canelo, man, he doing this thing because he's on the juice. What the? Because he's on the fucking juice. Of course he's doing his thing. Of course he could go up and down in weight. Shit, when he got the Superman meat. Man, when he got the Superman meat, you guys, he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. And he the cash cow. Think about that shit. He's the cash cow and he can take the fucking Superman meat. The WBC raised the levels. Don't people understand that? Don't people really get that? They raised the levels so this man can get away with it more freely. Then they have these channels. Oh man, the Canelo, man, he my pound for pound number one. How? You got him pound for pound number one over a dude in Terrence Crawford who has never been caught on PEDs, who's undefeated, right? Who went through 3 weight classes, 2-time lineal, 1-time undisputed, way before Canelo. Y'all got this man who's a drug cheat over him. Oh, come on, bro. Bro, I just don't know where boxing be going. I mean, for real. I was just talking about that on Boxing Scene. It's not healthy to jump weights, but this dude does it without a problem. Exactly, man, because he can take clenbuterol, man. Like clenbuterol, it makes you, it's like some power shit, man. I don't know, bro. It gives this man superhuman strength in the ring. Think about it, y'all. Canelo be wearing knee braces. He has badass knees. But somehow he can dance around all night. Right? Somehow he has all this energy in the 10th round. All of a sudden, He's powered up. Powered up. Powered up. But yeah, y'all. But it's no Vada testing. Why? And I don't hear nobody speaking on it. Especially the cult members. Oh, no, they ain't going to say nothing about it. Y'all already know the cult members is not going to say nothing about nothing. Right? They don't want to throw no shade on the fight at all. But I'm on Earl Spence Jr. head. I'm on his neck. You got a new strength and conditioning coach, right? You got a new guy. They haven't announced Vada testing yet. Why? We are 41 days away from the fight. They were supposed to announce Vada testing 8 weeks out. These guys were supposed to start getting tested. Right? As soon as the fight was announced and signed and all that, and they got the date and all that, they were supposed to start getting Vada tested. But you don't hear nothing about it, and nobody's going to bring it up. But if it was a fighter that they didn't like, right? But if it was a fighter that they, didn't like in the ring, they're going to say, oh, bro, you're going to hear about it everywhere. Right? And this be these big channels, man. They create a narrative, and then, all the minions, they just follow it. But that's ridiculous to me for some people who right now who say that, like that they praise Terrence Crawford and all that. How could you even put Canelo next to Terrence Crawford? Period. You can't put him next to Terrence Crawford. He not even worth standing next to Terrence Bud Crawford. Yes, he makes more money. Yes, he has a delusional fan base. Right? Yeah, he has a super delusional fan base who willing to follow him to the ends of the earth. And you got the shit. Like Canelo got it like that. This is why I told you the other day. Punch quote, bro. I'm just, man, that Canelo can do whatever the hell he want to do. And he's showing us that he can do whatever the fuck he want to do. This man can just move around. He can just move around, do whatever he want to do, go to this platform, that platform, this platform, all while taking the super beef, all while eating the super beef, and nobody is saying nothing about it. Everybody praising his ass. Oh, Canelo, he's the man. Oh, Canelo, he's doing this. Oh, Canelo, he's doing that. Yeah, because he's on the beef. And if y'all don't know what clenbuterol do, look it up. What it does for the body, look it up. Now go and look at Canelo past fights and look at his fights after he got caught on the shit. It shows, man. Shit, like the proof is in the pudding. Why? Because did he have all that energy against Laura? Huh? Hunter, did he have all that energy against Austin Trout? Huh? 9th, 10th round, 11th round? Hell no. The guy was missing Laura by a mile. The guy was missing Austin Trout by a mile in the 9th, 10th, 11th round. Go and look at the fights. But after he got caught on the clenbuterol and then they raised up the levels, now look at him fighting. Right? 9th, 10th round, he on his toes. He right up on you. Right? He right up on you. He pressuring you. He putting pressure on you. He just steady hand movement. Steady hand move. Come on, because he got the beef in him. And he has way more stamina than you at the end of the fight. And there's no way you're going to win. No way. This is why he always getting people out of there late. right? Because he wait until your stamina go down, and he already know I got more stamina than you. Shit, I can go for 20 rounds. Easy. Right? You feel what I'm saying? And now you throwing these noodle ass punches. Why? Because your legs are gone, because you tired. You throwing noodle punches at him now, and now he just walking through your punches, and he gonna hit you with some hard shit because he still has stamina. He still has his legs. Come on. And you don't got your legs. Basic shit, man. But he gets all this praise. Oh man, he taking oh man, Canelo's the man. No, he taking that shit. That's why he the man. And he's staying away from, from certain athletic fighters with power. That's why he the man. Nice to have a nice nationalistic fan base. Even AJ base doesn't do that. Exactly, man. Like they excuse this guy for anything though. No, but it just be tripping me out that I just be looking at some of these channels and I be liking their content, like I be loving their content, but then they get on Canelo, I be like, what? How in the hell you go? Canelo? Nah, bro, I can't agree with that one. That's one thing I cannot agree with. Canelo. Man, Canelo shouldn't be on nobody pound for pound list. Nobody's. Right now, just imagine Terrence Bud Crawford got caught on this shit. Right, he got caught on some clenbuterol. They moved up the levels for him. Right, and now he's just steady knocking out people right now. Like, how much criticism would he get? Huh? How much criticism would he get? From black people. How much? Right, because he's getting criticism right now, even though he's a clean-ass fighter. Family man, stays out of trouble, all that shit. He still get criticized. Right? Why he don't talk so much? Why he don't do interviews? Why he do this? Why he signed the Bob? Why all this? He still get criticized even though he don't do shit. But Canelo can go around eating super beef, get the levels raised up for him so he can eat more super beef, and he getting praised. Make that shit make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Right? Oh, Canelo #1 pound for pound. How? Where? Where? Talked about that on another channel. If Crawford put down a double rehydration on GGG and stopped him at 160, they will kill Crawford on YouTube. Exactly. Come on. This guy putting down, man, he putting down rehydration clauses on dudes so they can't, so they can't blow up to a weight where they feel strong. But no, Canelo gets praised. He can go through the fucking weight divisions. He can make his own weight division. Right? He can make his own weight class. But hey, shit, that's Canelo. Shit, Canelo can't do no wrong. Shit, like Canelo, he don't get held accountable. Just like Earl Spence don't get held accountable. Don't y'all find that funny? Then it be some of the same guys. Man, like the thing about it though, then it be some of the same guys who be criticizing Earl Spence for not getting held accountable. But they be loving Canelo. It's like, what? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, you guys. It don't make no sense at all, man. See, I keep the same energy around the whole board. Around the whole board, I keep the same energy. That's why I'm exposing Earl Spence Jr. ass. Right? Because I expose Canelo. If Crawford get caught on this shit, I'm going to expose his ass too. Yeah, I said it. I'm going to expose his ass too. Even though that's my favorite fighter. But what? he can get exposed too if he on the juice. See, don't come to this channel and think, that my favorite fighter is going to get, let off the hook. Hell no. I'm on his neck too. I'm on everybody's neck. Because OdeeLoc keeps it real. Man, so when you come here, just know that OdeeLoc keeps it real. I'm not going to bullshit around with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing to you. Right? I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut. And you can take it how you want to take it. Man, and shout out to my loyal subscribers, because I know I got some loyal subscribers, man. They be rocking with your boy. I really appreciate that. Yeah, man, but Earl Spence Jr. at this point is no Vada testing. Is no Vada testing and with Earl Spence Jr. and Ugas, but I'm pretty sure, probably a week, 2 weeks before the fight, they're gonna say that they enrolled in Vada and all this whole bullshit, right? Because y'all need to share this video and and let people put pressure and say, where's the Vada testing at? Where is the Vada testing at? Okay, so y'all want Earl Spence Jr. to get a knockout that bad? Where's the testing? Where is the testing? Simple as that. Right? Because we just now was on Keith Thurman head about it. So Earl Spence Jr. don't get a pass. Him or Ugas. Where's the testing? So yeah, you guys. So man, just let me just say this. Anybody who say they, that Earl Spence Jr., he don't get held accountable for the stuff he do and and all that stuff. And you like Canelo and you put Canelo, so high praised, you being a hypocrite, bro. You being a hypocrite. Facts, you being a hypocrite, because if you want Earl Spence Jr. to be held accountable for the shit he doing, the ducking and all the shit that he's doing, Canelo needs to be held accountable too for the shit that he taking and the shit that he's doing. Simple as that. There's no way around it. It's no way around it. Just imagine Jamal Charlo taking that shit. Just imagine Boo Boo Andrade taking this shit. Right? Just imagine those two fighters being caught on some kind of steroid, and then nobody says nothing. It will never happen. But yeah, you guys, thank you guys for coming through the chat, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to you. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. I got to go and make these errands. We'll run these errands, you guys. So I'll holler back at y'all later on. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. This OdeeLoccSportsInfo. I'm gone.